Welcome to GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital Wrap-Up Show. If you're listening to this, say, happy birthday, Zach.
Happy birthday, Zach.
Very good.
And Frank.
And Frank.
And Corinne.
And Corinne. As of recording this, I don't believe it's been Corinne's birthday yet, but she is over there.
Oh.
So, because she's having a birthday party that I hope I will attend, but we'll see.
And Mark Norman.
Oh, happy birthday, Mark Norman. We'll get into that later. Hi, this is GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital Wrap-Up Show.
Willkommen.
We talk about all the shows and the best moments that happened on the network this week. We've had a bit of a week.
Yeah.
If you want to get into it.
So, just to preface, for everyone out there, I did not get in any more bar fights.
True.
But I might have punched myself in the face.
It certainly looks that way. Oof. It's the left one, if you can't tell. That one. Point your head toward this is your camera here.
I know,
Yeah.
but that light is so bright.
I know, it's okay. Here, watch this. There, is that better?
Yes. So I've been going through it medically this week. We'll keep it brief because no one likes to hear trauma dumping about medical stuff, but just because I'm sure everyone's curious. So Friday I wake up, I'm a little hungover, and I'm feeling pink eye symptoms. My eye is, it's tearing up a lot. It's red. It's
Swollen.
a little swollen. Not crazy swollen, but it's irritated for sure. So I texted Nat because she was somewhere else, and I was like, hey, you had pink eye not too long ago. Can I use your pink eye medication?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, sure. And so I put a couple drops in throughout the day of her pink eye medication, and my eye blows up.
Yeah.
It by the morning it was unbearable pain. It was very swollen, and I have had a history of glaucoma-like symptoms because of the steroid eye drops that I already take.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize, well, maybe I did, but I just figured that this pink eye drop that was a steroid, I could just kind of, I was free ball. I was rolling the dice a little bit on just kind of, I was playing it fast and loose with how much steroids to use, and it caused my eye pressures to spike, which has been an issue in the past, and I ended up in the ER.
So we go to the Medi Center, the urgent care, thinking that this is going to be like, oh, I got it. Well, they go, you need to go to the fucking hospital immediately. So we rush over to the hospital. I'll let you take over. I just feel like that's significant, that we thought this was going to be like a quick fix, and they were like, go to the fucking emergency room.
I knew this wasn't, but...
Then why did you... Whatever, we don't have to get into this now.
So I got in there, and they got me a bed, and I told them what was going on. They, as every single doctor ever, is fucking just astonished and dumbfounded by my eyes and just kind of, don't
know what he has and has never seen anyone with eyes like this.
That's all, folks. They can't get a fucking sentence out, and so
that's so true.
They can't, they don't know what to do, and I'm trying to explain to them all my medical history, and it's very complicated. So eventually it took the entire fucking day, but they got my pressures down to something reasonable so I could be discharged, and I eventually, after a couple hours, I were able to get an ophthalmologist in, and he recommended me to a couple of people, but I needed to be followed up immediately. I still don't know what's going on. I went to see... Every doctor I've seen so far has had the consensus that this is some kind of infection, probably not pink eye, but some kind of other infection. But where the infection is coming from is what's in question right now, and my eye is very cloudy, and it's hard to open, and that's basically where we're at right now. I'm going to be taking some antibiotics to hopefully make the infection go away and the swelling go down, but we're kind of in a holding pattern right now until I can see a real professional, because they are hard to schedule with because they are professionals.
Yeah, I would say I learned a lot about Mike's eyes and eyes in general.
I was in a lot of pain.
It was really brutal. Like, we are downplaying it now because we're on a funny show, but it was fucking awful. And they would just like put shit in his eyes and he'd be like, ow, that's so much more painful. And then they would just leave.
Yeah.
And it was fucking rough.
They missed my veins a couple of times.
Oh, it was awful. Oh, it was awful. Not just that, but toward the end of the day, they needed to take blood from his fucking artery. And neither of us had eaten all day. And so there was just not enough blood coming out.
I went, hey, I don't think there's enough oil in the tank there.
So they had to feed him and then take his blood again.
Yeah.
It was really awful. And then the whole rest of the week has kind of been shaded by that. So neither of us has been in very much today.
I have not been at the studio for probably a week plus.
Yeah, which is unusual for him.
This happened the day after a great Armored League event, which a lot of GaS Digital people were at. So I can talk about that at least.
Absolutely.
John Hazard was there. Josie Marcelino was there. Paco was there. Alex was there. Aura Harrington was there.
Mm-hmm.
Fega was obviously commentating.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was a star-studded event. Everyone had a really good time.
Yeah, I was hanging
anywhere
out.
else. She was anywhere else.
Don't be fucking rude. I had to work.
I know, you just don't like this stuff.
I don't know why you keep laying that on so thick, because I absolutely would have gone if I wasn't working.
Yeah.
But I was recording. What was I recording? I think I was doing a my show and Christos' show.
Yeah.
And then they leave, and so Sabrina and I had recorded That's Hot earlier in the day. Gio was here because they did On the Gate. Jorge was here. The four of us. Sabrina had left earlier to go to work, but she's like, she works at a bar. She goes, if you guys want to come by, I can get you free drinks. So me, Jorge, and Gio hung out. Perez of On the Gate Productions.
Famous. Name drop.
And the three of us hung out, and Sabrina completely hooked us up with chicken tenders and mozzarella sticks and drinks, and it was incredible. And then Mike and I caught up afterward. And then on Saturday, there was a little birthday party for Zach, a very small birthday party for Zach.
Which I had to miss,
that Mike had to miss. Because we were at the hospital.
Yes.
So that was not so good. But I heard that it was a really fun, good time. Zach talked about it on the episode of Morning Zoo this week with Derek Drescher, which I have some stuff from, which I think is pretty interesting.
I'm going to be doing a new bit on this show.
Oh, I'm scared.
Similar to KFC Barstool, who we will also be talking about later in the program, but he famously does the 1 Minute Man reel, where he covers a current event in 1 minute or less.
Love it.
And adds his opinion in it.
Cool.
I will be doing a 1 minute monologue about my synopsis or my summary of American Loser this week.
Love it. Love it.
And then we're going to be playing another round of Guess the Story Warz theme.
We need a catchier name for that one.
Whose line is it anyway?
Whose life is it anyway?
Whose story? Yeah, whose life, whose story, whatever the fuck they were going to call it. And I had a different... You had a different zoo question. Different zoo question, and then we were going to talk about TTI a little bit. I might have something from Madhouse, so we'll feel it out as the episode goes, but I think that'll stay tuned for
absolutely. So the first episode this week, I believe, was Derek Drescher was on Morning Zoo this week. Unlike, or rather much like the two of us, Gio and Derek don't ever get booked separately of each other, so you know that Gio dropped out at the last minute and they just played it cool. I heard that from Jorge in the lounge. But If nothing else, it was a great episode. I like the one guest episodes of Zoo.
Vulnerable.
It was a little vulnerable. It was. I didn't finish the episode. I got about 3/4 of the way through. They were talking mental health issues and, quitting vices
with
and
a little
stuff.
bit of celebrity gossip sprinkled in.
There was plenty of celebrity gossip. One thing that I thought was funny was that they go, Trump's about to tell us what causes autism. We don't know what it is yet. And he hadn't done the thing yet. He hadn't given the speech yet. So I think that's pretty interesting. And now we know it's Tylenol, obviously. Not the non-branded acetaminophen or whichever one it is. Just Tylenol.
Wait till they find out my mom was taking fucking Advil, dog.
It is funny that it's a week that Mike has been pounding Tylenol. Crazy. Where eventually, after the second day, I was like, do you want a painkiller?
I call it Tylo tripping.
Yeah, where you feel slightly less in pain than you were earlier.
Yeah, dude, and then the spiders are under my skin.
That's the allergy one.
Robitussin?
No, allergies. Fuck. What did they give you for allergies? Hold on. The Hat Man. The Hat Man.
The Hat Man is sleep paralysis.
Benadryl. You take too much Benadryl and you see the Hat Man and you see the spiders. That's Benadryl.
Well, what's robo-tripping?
Robitussin.
I know, I just said that.
Yes.
The Hat Man I thought was sleep paralysis.
The Hat Man you get from, Benadryl makes you drowsy. I think if you take too many and you go to sleep, you have fucked up dreams.
The Hat Man is also what our code for Lewis whenever he comes in the studio. The Hat Man's here.
That's pretty good. However, they were talking about Ben and Jerry splitting up. And they were talking about
I feel like this is a Mike and Ike level marketing stunt.
Oh, interesting.
You remember when Mike and Ike pretended to break up?
Yes, you're right. If they went, we're breaking up, there's one ice cream now that's Ben's and one that's Jerry's, then that would be a stunt. But the fact that they're just keeping the branding and Jerry's just leaving makes me think that it's not just a stunt.
Well, I don't know if you heard this, but Dr. Pepper got his medical license revoked for speaking out against the COVID vaccine.
No way. Damn. You know what? Good for him.
He was prescribing ivermectin to all the
I don't believe
Austin
that man
comics.
has ever been to medical school. What's your favorite Ben & Jerry's flavor?
What's the... My dad used to always get the knockoff Wegmans one, but it was like the one with the brownies in it.
Half-baked? No.
Fish food, maybe?
Fish food I thought was like a graham cracker thing.
Maybe.
Maybe not. I'm loyal to Coffee Buzz Buzz Buzz, which is the real name of it, which is the coffee one with the chips that are the chocolate chips that also have coffee beans in them.
I was never allowed to have Ben & Jerry's. So I
Expensive?
Yeah, it was not an expensive thing, but it's more like a family of 5 thing where my mom's just gonna get the big
tub. Yeah, that makes a lot. We didn't have it growing up either for the same reason. My mom would just get a big Turkey Hill tub of cookie dough or whatever, which is the best cookie dough, by the way, and that's fighting words to a lot of people because their ice cream is also cookie dough flavored.
No, Turkey Hill is great. You're talking to someone who had Turkey Hills.
I know, we didn't have an actual Turkey Hill. Yeah, but we had the ice cream.
And I went to the, because they have the Hershey's ice cream stores.
Right.
Like the ice cream shops. Mm-hmm. We went to a Turkey Hill ice cream shop in Maryland once when we were around Chesapeake Island or Assateague, whatever those islands are. There's a Turkey Hill ice cream shop there that's amazing.
That's cool.
But anyway, Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah, I didn't get into Ben & Jerry's until college because that's what they would sell at the store, the school store.
I mean, I did. Someone gave me, I think, Cherry Garcia once. It was pretty good.
And then I had a friend who lives in Hoboken. You know this friend that lives in Hoboken, who lived next to the Ben & Jerry's in Hoboken, so we would sometimes sometimes in exchange for giving him a ride home from a basement show gig, he would get me Ben & Jerry's from that place. Shout out Gary for only that. Anyway, yeah, the coffee one is my favorite, and the Tonight Dough.
Tonight Dough
is also great.
Just got canceled for talking out against Charlie Kirk.
No, I think that was Fallon was the Tonight Dough, not Kimmel. Would have been great though. Unfortunate, but I think it was Fallon.
The Late Dough.
Yeah, exactly. Which was both regular cookie dough and peanut butter cookie dough, I believe. And that one is killer. And then Americone Dream is the other. I want to say like. Not Colbert, but like one of those other fucking guys.
Do you guys want to know something? I'll be vulnerable for a second.
Please.
Fans out there, do you want to know how truly narcissistic and selfish I am?
How?
Do you want to know how evil I am at my core?
I don't believe this.
Is that my mom told Nat about this before. I am known to, if there's like a peanut butter or like a fucking tin roof sundae or like something with chunks in it or like a cookie dough.
Chunk theory. OG fans will know.
I will take out all the chunk parts and leave all the regular vanilla ice cream part for every fucking one else.
Yeah.
Because go suck it. Suck it, loser. First come, first serve.
I used to do that too, but my brother and I only had one sibling, and my brother and I liked different flavors. So I was the one who got fucked over in the end when all that was left was vanilla ice cream.
Yeah. Well, mine went further to where I would separate out my shredded wheat by the frosted ones versus and I would put the frosted ones back in the box.
That's really good,
and that's how you piss off your younger siblings.
Yeah.
101.
Yeah, Ben & Jerry's is great, but they're not like they're just, it's like $6. The one, the fucking deli over here sells them for $9.50.
Bruh.
I go, is that just the economy or are they bugging?
You got to do the HSR route, the Chris Vega original, and get the Halo Tops.
Are the Halo Tops cheaper? I think they're the same price.
No, you said they're cheaper.
Really?
I
gotta
less
check that
calories.
out. I'm not loyal to any one brand. I go by flavor. So, and I do love a mint, so I do want to try the mint that Zach was talking about.
Yeah, you gave me fucking mint shampoo.
You want to tell them about that?
That gave me fucking the Newport of shampoo.
No, this originally started because Mike moved in the last week of August, and I did not give him a shampoo.
When I moved out, I was being poor about it, and I was borrowing another roommate who had probably moved out by then's shampoo. And so I just left it behind just in case they were still there. So I just didn't have a shampoo for a week or two.
It was like 2. It was more than 2. Last week of August.
All right.
It is.
Keep it sexy.
It was October. Well, you're the one who called me out for getting you mentholated shampoo.
You did.
So I got him one that was like cooling for scalp.
Sometimes as an Italian, you have to get your hair a little bit greasy.
I agree with that. I mean, that's why
You got to make your hair a spicy meatball every once in a while.
Anyway, I wasn't going to bring this up. You're the one who fucking brought it up.
Under the scalp.
You're the one who brought it up. We can get into your next show.
Yeah, she got me a cooling shampoo.
Yeah, it was soothing scalp shampoo.
And it felt like my hair was on fire. I felt like Michael Jackson did for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Anyway,
today, Mike said...
Or was that Richard Pryor? Who was the one with the hair on fire?
It was Michael Jackson.
Okay. I know Richard Pryor also got burned.
No, the hair on fire was Michael Jackson. Mike said MJ today, and what he meant was Mary Jo Butterly, and expected me to just pick up on that instead of, the famous MJ, the MJ that people are normally talking about when they say MJ. And it was based on a pair of sunglasses too. If it was something that I know her of, I would have picked up on it sooner. But it was like aviator sunglasses or something. Anyway, maybe I'm cutting that.
Tommy Pope is not my lover.
Let's move on.
Yeah, but I know Mike Rainey is not my son. I don't know.
I like Tommy Pope is not my lover and Mike Rainey is not my son. I like the implications there.
I don't know.
It's really
I was
good.
just trying to come up with something.
The implication being that Tommy Pope is your lover and that your guy's love child is Mike Rainey.
I was just trying to think of Mary Jo Butterly and Austin comedians and M&J, and I don't know.
Yes, I loved it.
It didn't work.
I loved it. I don't know what you're talking about.
So first, let's talk about American Loser.
Am I gonna time you?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Set. Hold on. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready, set, go.
This week on American Loser, KP Burke floats a theory about how the movie Return to Oz is an allegory for the fall of the... Start over.
Oh, okay. I'll start over.
Cut this.
1, 2, 3.
This week on American Loser, KP Burke floats a theory about how the movie Return to Oz is an allegory for the Russian Revolution and a case-spiracy that would make Michael Malice blush. Multiple palaces look like Russian palaces. The Gnome King looks like Karl Marx, and they have similar ideas about sharing wealth, maybe less on sharing women's shoes. Rasputin, welcome back Pete Davidson, according to Lauren. Boris Heiken tells us there is a second independent Jewish state besides Israel no one talks about. And for all the foot fetish people out there, 101.25, you're welcome.
That was only like 35 seconds.
Yeah.
You got to give your opinion too, don't you?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything about the 1 Minute Man, so
I just
you said that he.
It was just a monologue I came up with.
I liked
anything.
it. I loved it.
I didn't have enough time to cram in more jokes.
I loved it.
A case-spiracy.
What does that mean?
Conspiracy.
Oh.
Case-spiracy.
Oh, KP.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. Anyway, go watch that episode.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
They were talking about how the Russian Revolution, the Return to Oz was an allegory for the Russian Revolution.
I've never seen Return to Oz.
It's a crazy fucking sequel. It's insane. It's so unhinged.
I would like to see it.
Do you know what it's about at least?
Not really.
Okay, it's Return to Oz is I accidentally watched it at like an after school program they put it on once, I think. It was that Dorothy was actually like a mental patient.
Oh.
And
fuck.
After she told her aunt about Oz, and so she took her to get like electroshock therapy because she's like, this bitch is insane.
Isn't the point of the first movie that she like hits her head?
Yeah, so whatever it is, they were like, this chick is crazy, so they took her to like electroshock therapy, and then it's her like going back to Oz and being all loopy.
That's sad that if she just had a head injury, they were like, nah, this bitch is crazy. Put her in the hospital. It's
such an unhinged sequel that I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense for the like. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Have you ever like what's the weirdest like not in the vein of like how Zach has talked about like the movies where the sequel isn't even the movie.
Yeah, like Troll 2.
Yeah. That's the famous one, but like is there like another one where like the sequel is like makes no like the original movie had no intention that this was going to be the sequel.
I would argue most sequels.
I would say fucking Toy Story.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Toy Story is the biggest one. Toy Story has no through line if you really look through it.
I'm going to say The Paper via The Office.
Yeah.
I know that's not a movie, but we were just talking about this the other day where we're like, no one is the same except for Oscar? ?
Bob Odenkirk could save The Paper if he came back because he had such a good audition tape for the original Office. Obviously, Steve Carell blew him out of the water, but I feel like if they really wanted to make The Paper a success, they would, because Bob Odenkirk has all the same qualities as we've seen in Better Call Saul of being like the goofy corporate boss guy. Right. Like, he has it in him, and I think that could be a great way to rebrand it, but they fumbled the bag as usual.
I think Bob Odenkirk is like
The fuck else is he doing? They just ended Glengarry
But
Glen
then,
Ross.
like, the fact that he was in Glengarry Glen Ross, he's like, I don't want to be committed to another TV show right now.
Any TV show, I feel like that's have a high enough caliber and a high enough brand.
Him?
No, The Office. The Office has a big enough brand.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't
matter. It's
matter.
like The Office and Breaking Bad are the two biggest TV
Yeah,
brands.
but it literally, like, that's...
What else would he do? The Sopranos?
No, that's The Office, not the paper. No one wants the paper. No one asked for the paper.
I'm getting this paper, though.
Even if he was incredible, he probably, and I have not seen the paper. If you think it's incredible, DM me. But, like, I've only seen the trailer for it. And I read an article about it where they're like, no one asked for this. Even if Bob Odenkirk was in it, it might still be bad.
But I'm saying he could save it.
Well, I'm saying maybe he read it and went, I don't want any part in this. Who knows?
Without Steve Carell, The Office would have stunk.
Hot take. You should put that in your clip, too. I think that's interesting.
I mean, who else was good on, like... John Krasinski and Rainn Wilson were fine, but they weren't great before then. Craig Robinson is the other biggest fucking name in that whole thing.
Right, but I, like, the parts that are it now are fucking, what's the two that you just mentioned? Like, that's the quotable parts. That's the parts that everyone references. Michael Scott, too. I guess you're right. They they will do at some point. There's like The Office reunion at like a convention center in Jersey with like the cast of The Office. And every time I see a flyer because they have them pinned everywhere where I live.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, the whole cast except for the ones that you're looking for.
Right.
Fucking Steve Carell's not going to be there.
No, it's just Kevin.
It's Kevin and what's her name? The blonde one.
Pam?
No.
Oh, the other one.
Yes.
What's her face? Oh, God. Angela.
Yes.
Yeah, because Pam's married to someone famous now, right?
Yeah, so is John Krasinski. They both reached out of their league, fame-wise.
Yeah, they did they pulled the Jay Moore.
Yeah.
Or the Dan Soder.
Right. We can
Not
move
that
on.
Dan Soder isn't talented or Jay Moore on their own, but they did marry up women-wise.
Yes. We can move on if you want.
Why are we talking about this? We went from Oz to...
Sequels.
Oh, yeah.
And I said the paper.
Return to Oz is fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, we did spend way too long on that.
As a film major, you should watch Return to Oz just to be baffled.
I would love that.
Okay, yeah, we don't have to spend too much more time on that, but, I'm trying to think here.
Did you have TGI?
Actually, speaking of TV shows, my favorite part of Skanks that I was telling you about was when they were, there's actually a nice fun fact baked into this episode of Legion of Skanks that I did not know, and I don't think anyone knew.
Mark Normand and Tristan Bowling?
That's correct. They were, so it was funny because they were talking about Serafina, and Mark Normand goes, who, the blonde chick over there? And they were like, yeah. And he was like, she's like the blonde chick in the Munsters. Like, she doesn't belong in your group at all.
Yeah, that's so real. That's so real.
She's like the blonde girl at the Munsters. She's not supposed to be there.
They were like, dude, what a reference.
That's incredible and extremely accurate.
They were like, how did you beat Big J on that reference? And then Big J goes like, they started being, and then Lewis goes, yeah, Dave's like fucking, he's like, grown up Eddie Munster, and then Jay goes, yeah, and I'm like the entire body of the Thing, and they were like, huh?
Oh, hilarious!
And he was like, wait, oh, is that the Addams Family? And they're like, I've never seen you whiff so hard on because Jay is always the deep cut movie reference guy.
Yeah, that's great.
And then what
is I get them both confused, as Jay does, but I don't claim to know shit the way that he does. Isn't the point of one of them that they're not actually monsters and they just look like that?
I don't know.
Maybe it's... No, because the Addams Family did have the Thing.
Yeah, it had Ralph.
And Ralph, yeah. So maybe it was the Munsters where they're just like dark and fucked up looking and they have one girl that's like pretty and they're like, oh, what's her problem?
So, in the middle of them making fun of Jay, Tristan Bowling goes, Ha ha ha, yeah, Jay, you're such a stupid asshole, right? What the fuck is the Munsters? and then Norman goes, oh, it's an Addams Family ripoff. And then they were like, well, hold on. Is it a rip? Like, which came first?
Right.
And so then they had a bet on who they thought came first,
Ooh.
the Addams Family or the Munsters. What do you think?
I think the Munsters came first, just because that's surprising. I don't think I'll be right.
We found out that the Addams Family was before the Munsters by 6 days.
Yo, this is like an ants versus a Bug's Life situation.
It was
Holy
6
shit.
days apart.
Holy shit. Do you think both of them saw it and they were like, oh, fuck, I thought of that.
Yes.
I did that. That's
what they were
funny.
saying on the episode, yeah.
Oh, my God.
And then Tristan Bowling had the best joke, which I think you should cut in here.
Sure.
Can you imagine when you're like, dude, we got this big thing, it's called the Addams Family, and they go, oh, that's crazy because Warner Brothers doing Munsters in 6 days. You go, in 6 days! In 6 days! They're doing the same goddamn thing we're doing.
It's Bloods and Crips, but Crips is spelled CRIPTS.
I liked it.
CRYPT. Yeah.
That's incredible. Shout out Tristan.
Yeah.
He's the best. I love that guy.
So that was my favorite, but because I had told you I was listening to the episode, I was like, they're listening to the Munsters, like, oh Jesus Christ. I'm like, no, this is actually a great bit.
Verbatim, that's a conversation that we had. Anyone else wondering why they'll only bring on Tristan with Mark?
I think it would just happen to
Just
be
coincidence.
When they were both there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was, I wrote in. I don't know if Tristan never responded to it, but he posted the next day on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Like a short clip of him, like Lewis being like, wait, you're not at Skankfest? He was like, no. He's like, oh, brother, you're partying with us at Skankfest. And then immediately afterwards, he was like, you got a box in our comedian Royal Rumble we're doing. And then so I wrote in the comments, I go, this is Lewis picking Waluigi in his own IRL Smash Bros tournament.
Literally. Literally.
Because Tristan looks like Waluigi.
Correct. They got Mark Normand a birthday cake. No catch. They just got him a birthday cake. And he told me that.
It is Legion now. We're about...
Oh, right. Family values. Addams Family values.
Yeah. Well, it's rebellion, ridiculousness, and riffing.
Oh, okay. Good.
The core values,
yes,
3 R's.
Very good. Very corporate. I said that people probably saw that and they were like, man, Legion of Skanks has really fallen off. They used to dose people without them knowing, and now they're getting him a nice birthday cake. Man, boo.
Well, it was a.
I'm kidding.
You're correct. It was a boo cake. That's a secret.
What does that mean?
A boo cake?
Like a boo. Oh, got it. Sorry. No, that one. I thought you were stupid. I'm stupid.
That's my case therapy.
Case therapy.
Can we make that the name of the episode?
Yes, text that to me. I blew my load early. If yours are the rest of the questions are yours. Mike did most of the heavy lifting this week, which is kind of fucked up considering that he has been unwell.
I was having a ball catching up on all the GaS episodes.
Yeah, to be honest, it was
GaS
the thing that you
Digital,
could do because you could just use your ears for it.
GaS Digital Podcasting heals me.
Yeah.
So I figured that we could play another round of Guess the Story
theme.
Wars theme.
Let's call it just Guess the Theme.
But they don't know
Well-
what the theme is from.
Well, they're about to... You don't... What? Does every show tell you the entire plot in the title?
I don't know, dog.
Man, I don't know either.
We'll workshop it.
We'll workshop it.
Okay,
Case therapy. Stupid.
So I'm going to tell Nat 3 different stories from the episode of Story Wars, and she has to guess what the theme of the overall episode was. The
Love
guests
it.
this week were Kevin Clancy from Barstool, KFC Radio,
Okay.
Mike Cannon,
I love it.
Noelle Leone, writer mainly.
Right, I saw some clips where she
called him Big J Billy.
Big J Billy, which is funny, and all the comments were like, Billy J? Yeah, it makes sense. Actually, it does make sense.
Bluey J.
Bluey J?
Bluey J Okerson.
Oh, yes, of course. But you said Bluey, so I thought you meant Bluey, like the kids' show.
Ayo. Okay, so the first story is one summer I was so depressed that I watched the same movie every day and developed legitimate love feelings for the main character.
Why do people do that? I guess I've never been that depressed. Where I'm like, I've heard about a lot of people watching the same movie every day.
I fell for what I thought was going to be a $100,000 opportunity. It was taken away from me, and my life hasn't been the same since.
Okay.
One time I went on a date to the movies. While walking up the stairs with all of our snacks and sodas, I took a trip, and the entire movie theater laughed at me.
Here's a couple different directions I'm gonna go. I got 3.
Okay.
Embarrassment. Like embarrassing moments or embarrassing things. Delusion. Being delusional.
Okay.
No, but that doesn't really tie into the last one. I'm going to stick with embarrassment. The first one, depression? No. The third one really throws me off. I'm going to go with all of those. Embarrassment, being delusional, and depression.
All right, let me read you the last story one more time just to see if you can
pick up on it.
Get one more.
Okay.
Try.
I'm usually better at this.
One time I went on a date to the movies. While walking up the stairs with all of our snacks and sodas, I took a fall, and the entire movie theater laughed at me.
I hate you. Can you summarize the second one again? I was given $100,000 opportunity that I lost, and my life has never been the same.
Yes, they fell for $100,000 opportunity.
Fuck.
I fell for what I thought was going to be $100,000 opportunity. It was taken away from me, and I have never been the same since.
This one is hard. This one's hard. Last time it was neighbors. And they all had neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
This one is tough.
I will say, I'll give you one hint.
Okay.
I cheated a little bit, and I omitted... All the stories have the word in it, and I omitted the word on the last story. But then I added it in when I gave you the extra try.
Ooh, haha, I missed that. Oh, falling for things. Falling. You took a fall. The first time you said I took a trip, and then the second time you said I took a fall.
Mm-hmm.
They do all fall.
Yes.
They all have fall in them.
Yes. That's correct.
How would the theme be falling? That's crazy.
No, it's fall.
Oh, literally just fall.
Yeah.
What? Man. How was I supposed to get that without the word? Wait, let me see that again. Fall. How was I supposed to get that if you took the word out of the last one?
I don't know. I was being a little trickster. Because you got it so easily last time. I had to put it
But
up to
I still don't.
advanced mode.
That's still a hard topic.
Yeah.
Even because they really have nothing to do with each other. I don't think I would have gotten fall on my first try anyway. That's so funny that they have the word fall in them.
So the funny thing is, in this one, the second story about falling for $100,000 opportunity, that was Mike Cannon's story about Kevin Clancy.
Oh, no shit.
So Kevin was trying to sign a bunch of comedians to Barstool, and he was really pushing for Mike Cannon to have a show on Barstool. And then Dave Portnoy was going through the thing where Barstool was about to be bankrupt, and then somehow he bought the company back for $1 or whatever from the gambling DraftKings or whoever owned them.
Oh my God.
And then Dave Portnoy was like, I don't get comedy. I don't want to work with comedians.
Clearly.
And so they were like, sorry, he doesn't want comedians right now.
Whoa.
So Mike Cannon.
Holy shit.
And so for through the entire story, Kevin was like, yeah, I think I know who this is, but I'm not gonna say who it is.
That's incredible. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Man, I wish Mike Cannon was here because that's that we should have got him on this show.
It was a master class in poker face.
Wow, that's awesome.
Which also could be a title.
Yeah, I love it. That's amazing. I'm sorry,
We should get Mike Cannon on this.
Do you have anything left?
TTI.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So there was a comedian on named Eli Halpern, who Fig said looked like a walking version of what's the whiskey Texas Ranger, Walker Texas Ranger or whatever.
The beer?
Maybe that's what it is. Whatever.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Voodoo Ranger. Never mind.
Whatever. I don't care. Anyway,
we'll put it in here.
Eli Halpern was on, and he was talking about how he had a hookup with a famous porn star.
Ooh.
Because she needed some dick.
Love it.
And it was very awkward.
Oh.
And she wanted to do role play, and he was like, okay, well, we can. I have two hats, so I can either be Marty McFly or the FBI. She was like, FBI, I guess.
That's funny.
And so he was kind of awkward about it and like pulled a BB gun out on her. And she's like, is that real? And he was like, no. And she was like, okay, weird. And he said it was a very awkward experience. And he said when he was fingering her, he was like, we got a search warrant for like evidence or whatever, and was like fingering her and stuff.
That's so funny.
So I know we've talked about role playing probably before on this show, but is there a role play that you could get into? Besides the Wizard of Oz, obviously.
Of course, obviously we do that all the time. The thing is that, I have
what if we were all...
It feels phony. I hate anything that feels phony. Because we both know that this is not happening, you know? We both know that I'm not that... It's the same reason I don't fake orgasms. I think I'm a bad actor.
I would lose my boner pretty quickly if it's I need it to be genuine. If I feel like there's not an attraction going on, my boner is gone like that. I'm very insecure.
The closest thing that I can think of is like perhaps a deliberate chosen dom sub situation.
Oh.
But we'd still have to be us. I don't think I could pretend to be somebody else. It would feel phony to me. It's the same reason I don't watch a lot of traditional porn. Because they just shoehorn in a theme for no reason. And the acting is bad because it doesn't need to be good. It just takes me out of it.
Okay, well, what if we were crayons and I was blue and you were yellow and we made green?
Is that a canned pickup line, or did you just come up with that? You have like a red mark right here from where your hat has been pushing into your forehead. Yeah.
A red Mark Norman.
And we're back. Do you have any opinions on this?
I told you I needed I need the genuineness.
Yeah. I suppose I kind of fuck. How do I want to word this?
I don't know if we've talked about this since we've been out.
No, I don't think we have. I was gonna say,
But
so you
we
get
should-
now you have a glimpse into our personal lives. Is that
Before
we don't.
we spill the beans on the tell-all Q&A that you should all tune in for.
Yes, absolutely. Please subscribe at GaS Digital now on YouTube.
Spilling
by
the
way,
beans is a role play I could get into. By the way,
By the
spilling
way,
the beans.
last week you said were we not out the last time that we were on Spook Show? We were so not out. The last time we were on Spook Show was August 2024.
I meant of the gay closet.
Well, you were not out of the gay closet
Hmm.
because you didn't have a beard yet.
True.
The only way I could see getting into it is if the other person is experienced and knows what they're looking for. Because it feels silly trying things and then them not landing, and then that kind of takes you out of it. Because here's the thing. If I may be a little bit vulnerable, we can cut this if you want.
Shannon, sexy music.
I love the concept of being the dominant one. Shut up. You knew that about me. Don't make that face.
The fuck.
Don't make that face. Don't act like you're not a little bit into it. The problem is that if halfway... me... What's the meme of like me going like this the whole time so they don't think that I'm into it? The problem with that is that if the dude's not like, responding physically in the way that he should be, I don't know how to keep up the ruse of being in charge. Or if he's like, no, I don't want to do that. This activity right now. I wouldn't be like, bitch, fucking take it. I'd be like, oh, okay, we can do something else, and that like ruins the illusion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to be the boss.
It is. It is.
I think that's a metaphor here. But I mean, what if I was Ben and you were Jerry?
Ooh, that's hot. So I'd have to leave.
I just pour ice cream on your pussy.
No, not on my pussy. You're crazy. No way. Yeast infection city. I thought you were going to say on my boobs.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That's way more normal. Don't do that. I might have to watch this episode. That sounds like a great story. I love the concept of being like, yeah, this porn star needed some dick real quick. And then what we did was, but also she has to role play.
Yeah.
Like, that's funny to me.
Because she wasn't inherently into him.
Oh, so why was she fucking him?
Because he was there.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
She was like, I really need some dick right now.
That's crazy.
You're around.
That's crazy. You're a porn star. What was I guess I gotta watch it. What the context was, where they were like...
Yeah, it's
It's
better
not
to
like-
watch the episode.
It's not like it's 3 a.m. and all the restaurants are closed, you know? Like, there's probably other dudes somewhere, you know? That's very funny. I would like to see it. I would like to hear about it.
Okay, what if...
Oh, you had another zoo question, didn't you?
It's whatever.
You sure?
Yeah, it wasn't that great. What if...
I liked it.
What if you were the Twin Towers and I was an airplane?
Instead of asking another zoo question, you're just going to keep shooting these?
Hell yeah. Yeah, what if yeah, what if you were the basket and I was Shaq and I broke your glass?
What if you were Tucker Carlson and I was the green M&M with the heels on?
What the fuck? What is that from?
That's him complaining that the green M&M has
Oh.
switched from heels to sensible flats. You don't know that audio? I'm thinking of a specific tweet. No, not a tweet. A specific TikTok with like a girl dressed like the green M&M, and the guy is lip syncing to Tucker Carlson's monologue about how they made her less sexy.
What if it was like like it was a more nuanced role playing where there was emotion, where it was like you're Yoko Ono.
Oh yeah.
And it's like I'm kind of like I know you're ruining like my career, but like I'm like, yeah, let's go.
That's funny.
You're hot.
Woke M&Ms have returned. Green M&M got her boots back, but apparently is now a lesbian maybe. And there's also a plus-sized, obese purple M&Ms. We're going to cover that, of course, because that's what we do. Woke M&Ms
Oh,
have returned.
he really is
Green M&M
Alex
got her boots
Stein's
back,
dad.
but apparently is now a lesbian maybe. And there's
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that stupid fucking TikTok bullshit horse cock fucking bull ass.
It's fine. Relax. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to have fun.
Oh my god.
I'm Charlotte and you're the Web, and one of us is Wilbur.
Yes. Is that all you had today? Whose sunglasses are those?
I don't know. I found him in the back. There was a good conversation with Jeremiah Watkins and JP McDade on Zoo, but I mean,
Shout out Jeremiah. I remember him. We've met a couple times. I haven't seen him in ages.
yeah,
He was like I feel like he had a phase around here when I was on everything. Engineering. For the new viewers.
yeah. Zach actually came up with a funny character for him, so tune in to see what that was. I don't want to spoil it or give it
Cool.
away, but that'll be a way to sell the episode there.
Yeah.
Speaking of selling things, I say that all of you go right now to the Gas Digital Now YouTube page and give us a free subscribe.
Yes.
If we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna be doing a tell-all Q&A hosted by someone who will really hold our buns to the fire.
Agreed. Probably Paco. Maybe Jorge. Probably both. But we have plateaued, so please fucking subscribe, please. Please subscribe. Use all your accounts.
And
You can ask a question.
yeah, comment below on all the things we talked about today if you have any searing opinions or you just want to make fun of my eye. Both work. I'm here for it, baby. Also, subscribe at gasdigital.com to be able to access all of the shows we talked about today on demand before they pre-release on YouTube. No ads. And you can use our code NOW to get a
Please.
discount. You got to do it on the website. The app,
Yes, not on the app.
not on the app. But once you have created an account on the website, you should use that app. It's very intuitive, very easy, very user-friendly.
Yeah, this is one of those rare moments where we launch something and the majority of fans are like, this is good.
I use it daily. And I
Yes.
used to be a staunch mobile site user.
I was not a staunch mobile site user, and I'm very excited about the app.
And follow the Gas Digital accounts at Gas Digital on Instagram and Twitter. Follow the YouTube channel at Gas Digital Network. I'm posting a bunch of classic clips there from all your favorite shows, including I just put out like a 5-part series on the trial of Ari Shaffir and
Yeah.
Lewis. And follow me at That Blind Mike. Natalie, what do you
Follow
got?
me at Natalie DeChico Edits on Instagram, DECICCO_edits, and watch my other podcast, That's Hot. The other day when Mike's eye was really swollen, I said he looked like the Toxic Avenger.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't opened it much. Oh, spooky. But if any Toxic Avenger fans are out there, trust me, I was accurate. That's it. Goodbye.
Later, fellas and folks.